What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So guys, channel membership is now live. Link is in the description and the first comment. Do check it out. That would really help support the channel. So the Cali Pro prejudging for the men's open bodybuilding is underway as we speak. First of all, a huge shout out to Muscle Contest International and Integral TV for providing us with this amazing free live stream on the YouTube for this year's California Pro. And the first impression about Sasan Hirati in that first group, I'm gonna say ripped to the bone. The man is again in that rock hard conditioning. Those crazy Persian genetics, they are back on display. So Patrick Moore, he looks more aesthetic, more beautiful, definitely more eye-pleasing than Sasan. But again, unfortunately, the condition is nowhere close in comparison to a guy like Sasan Hirati. Leandro Paris, he might be the biggest guy in this lineup today. So massive, he takes up so much space on the stage. And you can just see that. When he was standing next to Bruno Santos, he was looking so huge. And Bruno is a guy who is very thick and very muscular looking bodybuilder. And he was actually one of the favorites to win this show. In many people's eyes, some people even had Bruno beating a guy like Regan Grimes. Well, Leandro's structure here, that is looking way too good. He's so round and so bubbly. And the man is definitely gonna be in the mix tonight. Now we kept on talking about Florian Poison leading into the show. So this was his comeback show. After switching back to the men's open bodybuilding from classic physique. Now I have got to say, if only Florian's upper half, that was just as good as his lower half, he would have been unstoppable. So those right there are without any shadow of a doubt the best legs on the stage today. They might be one of the best in the entire pro league right now. But the upper body, that kinda looks behind. But that being said, his back, up top, that looks a lot improved compared to the last time he was in the men's open. And even though his upper half, that is still lacking in development, but still, what a great comeback by him. What an amazing look on his comeback show. Definitely belongs in the men's open. And I am very certain he's gonna be in the mix tonight. So Regan Grimes was the man to beat here. And judging him from the first impression, the man looks spot on. Lights out from the back. Both the back shots, the back double biceps, and the back lat spread, they are looking so awesome. And he looks very balanced. Front to back, top to bottom, and in the side shots too. Very polished. So let's see if he can maintain this fullness, especially in the front shots up until the end of the prejudging. So those aesthetics and classic lines on Patrick Moore, they are top notch. I guess he's probably gonna retire with that same impression that we have heard so many times, that he just did not have enough size, especially to battle it out with the big boys, with all these guys in the men's open. And that is exactly what we saw tonight. It's nothing different when it comes to Patrick Moore today either. The man just did not have enough muscle, enough mass to be in the mix tonight. Now Sasan Hirati, he looks spot on. We already know he just isn't gonna be the biggest guy on the stage tonight. But he has that great muscle quality, some of the best out there. Insane detail, amazing conditioning. And front to back, the man is ripped and dry like a bone. So I have got to say, people really underestimated Sasan Hirati going into this show. And I think he's gonna be right up there, fighting for the top spot with Regan Grimes. Now let's talk about that big first call out. So Regan started in the middle with Sasan Hirati, Bruno Santos, Leandro Paris, Justin and Florian Poison, and one other guy. So I am not even a least bit surprised that Florian Poison, he made it into that first call out. His conditioning was insane tonight, and he was immediately put next to Regan Grimes for that comparison with him. But that being said, I must say Regan has the best body on the stage tonight, with those crazy aesthetics. Amazing V-taper. I mean, the guy has one of the best X-frame in the entire men's open class, and that is why he's standing out so much. And not just that, he has great size, and also amazing stage presence. He's a very wide guy. I mean, we even saw that at the New York Pro. He takes up so much space on the stage. But that being said, I have got to say, he's gonna lose to Florian in that conditioning department. I mean, Florian is so ripped, crazy shredded. Florian and Sasan, they are looking so amazing in this call out, so conditioned. So Sasan's conditioning in those hamstrings and the glutes, and also in the side leg, that is so untouchable. But Regan just has so much more size and so much more width. And again, he is so much more aesthetic. So Patrick Moore not even in the top 7. And damn, that's gotta hurt. considering the fact that this is a guy who has placed as high as top 10 at Miss Olympia level, and that was just a few years back. He neither has the size nor the conditioning. So Bruno's conditioning, that looked amazing, but I have got to say, he still needs more size, especially in those side shots. Now, those quads on Florian, that made it look like all these other guys, they need to grow their legs. And even in case of Florian, it was pretty evident that he needed more mass up top, and that too front to back. Now, let's talk about the final call out. So the judges did not move Regan Grimes from the center stage throughout the prejudging, which means only one thing. He is in the clear lead, and he's heading to the Olympia. Now Sasan Hirati definitely has better conditioning than Regan, and I believe he's solid in the second place here, because he doesn't have the size to push a guy like Regan. Or maybe I'm wrong, he did push a guy like Andrew Jacked at FIBO Germany, but Andrew just came in way too off. So let's see what happens by the end of the prejudging. Now talking about size, Leandro Paris, the guy from Brazil, he is undoubtedly the biggest guy on the stage tonight, without any shadow of a doubt. And the man has got a beautiful shape. He just isn't sharp enough. He doesn't have the conditioning yet, the kind of conditioning to push a guy like Regan or Sasan Hirati. That is still missing, and that is something that the judges want to see on this guy. They want to see him more sharp. Because here is a crazy thing. I believe if he was in a top-notch conditioning, if he was hard enough, the way Sasan Hirati came, he had the tools to win this show. And that's not even exaggerating anything. That is how good this guy is. But still very impressive showing by him. So Leandro Paris, Bruno Santos, and Florian Poisson, they were compared in a separate call-out for that third place spot. And damn, look at the size on Leandro. Especially in that side chest shot. So massive. So wide. And here is the thing, if only Florian had a better upper half, or as good as his lower body, and if Leandro Paris, he was in that same condition as Florian, or as a guy like Sasan, both these guys, they had the tools to win this show. So, now let's talk about the confirmation round. So has Regan Grimes got this in the bag? Because at the end, especially with that top two comparison, it kind of seemed like that Sasan Hirati, he got way harder, and he was getting better and better. While Regan, on the other hand, it kind of seemed like that he was fading. But that being said, Regan has a lot of width on him. He has so much size, so much more mass on Sasan. So at this point, it's gonna come down on the judges' call. Who they prefer more? Someone like Regan, who has more aesthetic, more eye-pleasing shape, and also good overall condition. Or a guy like Sasan Hirati, who has a little bit of less size, but who is in a crazy good condition and absolutely bone dry. So do let me know what did you guys think, and stay tuned for the finals. And also hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.